When Jarome Iginla was traded to the Pittsburgh Penguins in March of 2013, there was a clear choice for who was going to be the Calgary Flames' next captain. Mark Giordano just oozed leadership and he had follow-me energy. It was kind of a no-brainer. And having Iginla and Giordano back-to-back as Flames captains, fans are so incredibly lucky because those are two fantastic leaders. But in July 2021, when Giordano was taken by the Seattle Kraken in the expansion draft, a lot of Flames fans were shaking their heads like, what's going on here? Who's the next captain now? There wasn't a clear-cut Mark Giordano that you could point to and be like, that guy, he's our next captain. Then, after the crazy good year that Gaudreau and Tkachuk had, it's going to be one of them, right? If they re-sign, well, guess what? They didn't re-sign. Alright, well, Michael Backlund is one of the longest tenured players in the team's history. He's got to be a great choice, right? He's always in the community, good guy, winning a bunch of charity awards. He's a good 200-foot player. He's a veteran. Let's pick him. Well, small snag there. There's a very good chance that Michael Backlund gets traded or not re-signed by the Flames at the end of the season. So now it's like, alright, who do you pick now? What do you do here? And the three names I've heard the most pop up from Flames fans are Rasmus Andersson, Mackenzie Weegar, and Jonathan Huberdeau. And that last one is extremely fascinating because Huberdeau had a historically bad season with the Flames and he signed the richest contract in team history that kicks in this upcoming season after coming off the worst single season point drop-off in NHL history. So even just alluding to the idea of Huberdeau possibly being named captain, even just having a thought about it in your brain, a lot of Flames fans are going to be real mad. And shout out to Average Fan on Twitter, great follow if you're a Flames fan. He's the one who made this Huberdeau captain Photoshop. I mean, you guys know my stance on this. Huberdeau is my favorite player right now because I'm rooting for the underdog story. I want him to come out here and prove so many people wrong and have a great bounce back season and make that Tkachuk trade look a little bit better than it looks right now. I'm in his corner hard here. But even I can't get behind the idea of making him captain right now at least, and that means he's not going to be captain because Flames ownership and management has stressed that they're going to have a captain for this upcoming season. But I just think that all the stuff that went down last season, not just like his feuding with Daryl and the fact that he had a terrible season offensively and he wasn't a go-to guy at all, but even just the stuff with his agent too, Alan Walsh, where he was coming out and kind of trying to defend him and speak on his behalf a little bit and making excuses, to be honest. I don't think it's a good look right now. I don't think it's the right move. Look, this guy looks like an amazing person, great guy. I think he's going to have a bounce back season, I do, and I've been calling it the Huberdemption season here. I think it's going to be great. I just don't think you can put that kind of pressure on him because if he has another bad season or even another bad start to the season, that C's going to look real bad on his sweater. And then what do? You pull a Joe Thornton where you strip the C from him? Like, there's no real going back from that if you do it. If he has a bad season after you put the C on his chest, you're kind of stuck there, and it really doesn't look good. And to be completely honest, the fact that this guy has a $10.5 million contract extension kicking in, do you really think he needs more pressure on his shoulders right now? I really don't think so. Try to let him play as loose and as free as possible. Don't add more pressure to the guy. I don't think Huberdeau is the right choice for captain at all here. Now, if year one for Huberdeau in Calgary wasn't a complete disaster, like even if he had 80 points, 85 points, we're having a different discussion here because he's the go-to guy. Okay, I get it. Richest player on the team, let's do it. But he needs to just put his head down and find his game back, man. He really does, and any added pressure you add to his shoulders is not going to be a good thing. I don't think this is the move at all for the Calgary Flames, and I don't think they're going to do it. I mean, they're probably going to discuss it a little bit because he is pretty much going to be the face of the franchise here, but I do think it's going to be Rasmus Andersson. He's been there for a long time. He's grown and learned so much throughout his time in Calgary. Number one defenseman, talks to the media every day. That's the choice for me. I really think it's going to be him. Let me know what you think in the comments down below about this. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.